Fenris Isle at last. My work will be done here shortly. I must hunt soon. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. What? Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. Agreed. What is it now? You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Your soul is mine. You thought of that. Very well. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What is it now? I must hunt soon. Very well. Agreed. What, mortal? You thought of that. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. I must hunt soon. You thought of that. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. Agreed. You thought of that. What? Very well. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. I hunger. You thought of that. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Death rages. What is it now? You thought of that. Agreed.
Quickly, lead the
Very
refugees
well.
inside the keep. There's
I
no
must
telling when the
hunt.
undead will strike.
Very well. If I use Dark Conversion on these weakling humans, I can turn them into mindless slaves to do my bidding. You thought of that. Agreed. Very well. What? Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. You thought of that. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. Very well. What is it now? Agreed. You thought of that. You thought of that.
This demon must be after
Agreed.
the Orc Warlock's
Slaying the
remains.
Keep's
We
nobles
must
will
stop
make
him.
me hold over this place. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. What? Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. I must hunt soon. Very well. You thought of that. I must hunt soon. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. You thought of that. What is it now? I must hunt soon. Agreed. What, mortal? What is it now? I must hunt soon. Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. You thought of that. Agreed. What? What is it now? I must hunt soon. Very well. You thought of that. What, mortal? Very well. What is it now? Agreed. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. What, mortal? You thought of that. You thought of that. Very well. What is it now? I must hunt soon. Agreed. You thought of that. Agreed. Very well. Very well. You thought of that. What, mortal? Agreed. You thought of that. I must hunt soon. What is it now? I must hunt soon.
Our forces are under attack.
What, mortal? What is it now? What, mortal? Agreed. Very well. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. You thought of that. Agreed. Very well. Very well.
Our
You
forces are
thought of
under
that.
attack.
I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? What is it now? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. Agreed. Very well. I must hunt soon. You thought of that. You thought of that. Agreed. What, mortal? Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? I must hunt soon. What is it now? What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What is it now? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. I hunger. You thought of that. What is it now? What? Agreed. I must hunt soon. What is it now? I must
Our
hunt
forces
soon.
are under attack.
Very well. What, mortal? You thought of that. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. Your soul is mine. Your soul is mine. Agreed. I must hunt soon. You thought of that. Very well. What is it now? What, mortal? You thought of that. I must hunt soon. What is it now? What, mortal? What is it now? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Very well. Death rages. What is it now? Agreed. What is it now? I must hunt soon. Very well. Agreed. What, mortal? What, mortal? What is it now? You thought of that. I must hunt soon. I must hunt soon. You thought of that. Agreed. I hug you. What? Very well. What is it now? What is it now? Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. Death rages. I hug you. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. Very well. What, mortal? I must hunt soon. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. What is it now? I must hunt soon. What? I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? Your soul is mine. Death rages. You thought of that. You thought of that. I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Very well. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. What is it now?
Our forces are under attack.
What, mortal? I must hunt soon. What is it now? You thought of that. What? What is it now? I must hunt soon. What is it now? I must hunt soon. What? I must hunt soon. Very well. What, mortal? You thought of that.
Wretched demon, you will not be allowed access to the graveyard.
You thought of that. What? Agreed. What is it now? Very well. I must hunt soon. What is it now? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. These remains are not fully decomposed. I can raise them using my powers.
From the dark void I return.
You must be the orc warlock the guard spoke of. The Legion is in need of your services once more.
So be it. I've served the Legion well in life. I shall also do so in death. I am yours to command, Dreadlord.
I must hunt soon.
The lord of this
Agreed.
keep is an archmage called Thul Ravenclaw.
Dead man walking.
He should be somewhere
What is it?
nearby.
What? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Very well. What is it now? You thought of that. What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What? I must hunt soon. What is it now? What, mortal? Very well. What is it now? I must hunt soon. Agreed. You thought of that. What is it now? What? Very well. You thought of that.
It is destined. It is
I must
destined.
hunt soon.
It is destined. It is destined.
What? What is it now? I must hunt soon. Agreed. What is it now? You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Agreed.
Direct me.
What? You thought of that. Very well. Agreed. Very well. I must hunt soon. What is it now? You thought of that. Very well. What? I must hunt soon. What is it now?
Dead man walking.
I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Agreed. What, mortal? What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Your soul is mine.
Direct me.
What is it now? I must
Direct
hunt
me.
soon.
It is destined. It is destined.
What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal?
Dead man
What,
walking.
mortal? You thought of that. I must hunt soon.
Direct me.
What is it now? What, mortal? I must hunt soon. What is it now? Agreed. I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? What?
It is destined. It is destined.
What is it now? I must hunt soon. What is it now? You thought of that. What? I must hunt soon.
Dead man walking.
I must hunt soon. What? What is it now? What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? What, mortal?
Dead man walking.
What is it now?
What is the meaning of
Very
this?
well.
It is destined.
I must hunt soon. What? I hunt. What is it now?
Direct me. It is destined.
I must hunt soon. Agreed.
Direct me. Dead man walking. I
waste of time.
Wait, don't kill me. I beg you. You serve the one they call the Lich King, do you not? I'm willing to pledge myself as well to his service. My powers will be at your disposal.
I have no need of.
On second thought, he might be useful. We should rally all those who would side with us, Dreadlord.